We have defeated our new enemy, Canada, on the ice and vanquished them to the penalty box of history. Now America can live in a golden era of peace, prosperity.
The United States could be on the brink of war with Iran.
What the f***? They don't even skate. What possible conflict could we have with people in street shoes? Is this real?
The drumbeat of a possible war with Iran growing louder.
The largest assembly of U.S. forces in the Middle East that we've seen in years.
One report is saying we are days away from strikes.
Days away from war. Usually when we get in a war in the Middle East, there's a Marty Supreme level press rollout. Months and months of endless promotion, interviews, manufactured intelligence. They got weapons of mass destruction. Schwap! Until finally, we acquiesce to the war, just in the hopes that the selling of it will stop. And because it seems vaguely charming. But this war, one day it's nothing, and the next day we filled their waterway with giant ships. Why? What's the urgency?
Special Envoy Steve Witkoff has this warning about Iran's nuclear power.
They're probably a week away from having industrial grade bomb-making material.
Oh my God. An atomic bomb by Monday? Oh shit, when was this interview taped? Do they already have the bomb? Is it 5 business days to the bomb? Do Muslims get weekends? Do they work through? I gotta say, a week away from having the material for a nuclear bomb. I'm a little surprised to hear that. You know, I thought I remembered someone saying something about that nation's nuclear program being... What was the word I was looking for?
Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated.
What? That's right. I remember Trump saying, we totally obliterated their nuclear program, and yelling at people who questioned it, which makes me wonder, how obliterated was it?
It was obliterated like nobody's ever seen before.
So the kind of obliteration that somehow re-obliterates? Almost immediately? Yes, no one has ever seen that before. We obliterated that building. The building we are currently standing on? Yes, that is correct. So is our plan now to re-obliterate their nuclear program every few months? Or is there a longer-term strategy?
Taking the Armada to offshore Iran is to put pressure on Iran, first and foremost, to come to the table to negotiate around nuclear weapons.
Oh, I see. The old carrot and stick. Our peace through strength will force Iran to make, let's call it, an Iran nuclear deal. I think I remember that phrase from when we made a nuclear deal with Iran. Whatever happened to that?
I am announcing today that the United States will withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal.
Oh, right. Trump obliterated it. So just to be clear, Donald Trump is on the brink of war with Iran to either obliterate the program Trump had previously obliterated or to force them into signing a deal like the one Trump had pulled out of. It's all in Chapter 9 of Art of the Deal, eating your own asshole. Your own. USA, USA, USA. Is that how Hitler started? It was USA, and suddenly people are just like, USA, USA. But obviously there is no more solemn response. I segue into more serious. But obviously, there is no more solemn responsibility for the President of the United States than the decision he makes to put Americans in harm's way through armed conflict. So as the President recently took to the podium, this burden of history clearly heavily weighing on his soul.
I made a speech at a factory. They make steel products. And I said, how are you? Nice to meet you. How's business? President, I'd love to kiss you. This is a very powerful man. I don't want to be kissed by that man.
You can always tell when a story is true when it contains a character who refers to Trump as, quote, president. Just president. Not President Trump, not Mr. President, just president. But I'm sorry, I interrupted your story, President. What else did this very real person say to you?
He said, sir, I want to kiss you so badly. And I said, no, thank you.
Yes, yes, all the steelworkers want to kiss you and your unbelievably f***able tariffs. We'll read all about it in the official history of your presidency, team of heated rivals. Ooh. As America stands on the precipice of armed conflict with Iran, Donald Trump is single-mindedly focused on preserving his wildly unpopular tariffs that somebody finally had the balls to say were illegal.
After months of anticipation, the Supreme Court today ruling that the President Trump's sweeping tariffs imposed under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act are unconstitutional.
Wow. A court composed mostly of his own party's appointees has struck down the constitutionality of Trump's go-it-alone tariff regime. That's bound to cause him some introspection.
They're just being fools and lapdogs for the rhinos. They also are a, frankly, disgrace to our nation, those justices. They're very unpatriotic and disloyal to our Constitution. I think it's an embarrassment to their families. You want to know the truth.
When a guy who had sex with a porn star right after his wife had given birth tells you you're an embarrassment to your family, I think you have to take that seriously.